I'm curious how you've seen Mark take on a leadership role, and then what impact does a quarterback who's maybe not fully 100% but healthy enough to play for his teammates to see that? What kind of impact does that have on the team?
Yeah, his leadership role, as I've said before, it really got challenged because he came in off of surgery. So he was here and he was doing everything we were doing, but he wasn't doing it. Wasn't doing the hard work, the heavy lifting. And I think he's, whether it's smart enough or maybe more wisdom than smart, but just, he had a good feel of how to handle the situation. Didn't try to force himself. He's a quarterback, that's a leadership position, and he's naturally wired that way. But I thought he just let it happen really organically. Just he played it right. And then when he was able to start doing some of the, the hard stuff, the summer program, he was right in there with the guys and really excelled in that regard. So you could just see it over the course of the summer. Everybody's respect for him just really grew. And then once we started practicing football in August, it just continued to compound. And the thing in the last week was he's not going to get a Purple Heart, but there has to be medical clearance first and foremost, and then the rest of it is we got to make a judgment as coaches. Is he capable of playing effectively? And then is he going to be able to do his job, or is he going to be out there worried about his condition? So that was the last step. It's just at the end of the week ask him, are you confident? Are you confident? Don't give me a hero's answer. And I appreciate it during the game. He said I can't finish this thing. 2 games ago. So the candidness there is really appreciated. And then he went out and played. He wasn't full speed or 100%, I don't think, but at least he played really well. And things like that, yeah. I mean, you're either earning credit or you're not earning credit, as a football player, I think. And that's, you can't fool each other. That's one thing about it. It's like families. Like everybody knows what's going on in a family, and football teams are the same way, I think. And I think he's just done nothing but impress everybody here.
Owen C. from KGA, and I wanted to ask about the dynamic of coaching a father and a son, which you did with Jerry and Jayden Montgomery. Now, I don't know if that's the first one that you've had in your program to be a father and a son, but just
Cole Croston. Yeah.
What's that?
Cole Croston.
Sure, of course.
We get some guys from the 80s. I'm dating myself. That was my first reality check when a couple of those guys moved in with my son Steve.
Sure.
I was like, I coached your dad. That's not good.
I've been more kind of in the mindset of the head coaching era.
I got you. Yeah.
LeVar and Mason you have now.
So you're making it even worse now. You're compounding the issue here. Thank you.
Not many yet. But I just wondered about maybe some memories you have of Jerry, how him and Jake might be similar, and just kind of that dynamic you have now with LeVar and Mason too, having a father and son you coach.
Yeah, the first thing I remember about Jerry was just how helpful he was in recruiting. He was a good player, but I mean, we were 1-10 our first year, and we brought prospects in. You get feedback from recruits about, hey, this guy, that guy, and the host and the guys on our team. The two guys I would point out, Eric Steinbach and Jerry Montgomery, were two guys that were just unbelievable with recruits. Hospitality, just making them feel comfortable. So Jerry's got that kind of personality, and then he chose to go into coaching. He just excelled at it. He's done a really nice job. But yeah, there's a little something to that. I think if the dads have played, at least they're it's 20 some years. There's a gap there, but there's still some help there, I think, because they better understand what it might be like when they get here. The other thing I'll say about Jayden, Jayden probably got 3 times the GPA that Jerry had. Jayden's a 4.0 student, so that came from mom. I know that. So like usual, yeah, the good stuff.
David Eichel, HawkeyeInsider.com. Kirk, what have you seen from Penn State's new starting quarterback? Unfortunately, Drew Allers, his
really
career's
not
going to end
much.
that way. And then I guess what are your kind of early thoughts about him? And then on a separate note, what did you think of Reese Van Jersey on Saturday? Are you going to continue to kind of up his snap count? I think he played 27 snaps against Wisconsin. Has he kind of progressed the way you'd like to post-injury?
Yeah, he's doing fine. I actually walked in next to him coincidentally this morning and just asked him about it. He says, I feel great. So yeah, we'll keep ramping up the volume a little bit. We just want to be smart about it so we don't go backwards. But good to get him back. And anytime you add to a group, that's a good thing, especially with the guy who's, I think, on the upward swing right now. So good to get him back. The quarterback, we just have 20-some plays or something like that. I don't know, but it's not. It's kind of like when Heck went in the other night. He wasn't exactly winging it around, and You know, it's kind of the same situation, so we'll learn as we go on. But I just know this: they don't have many guys on their roster that aren't really good.